Hello and welcome to Pocono for the Super Bowl 52 250. That's a mouthful and I know it. And join me in the booth today is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys. I'm back. We're in the East Coast.
Yeah, you're thankful of that, at least for this weekend.
Yes.
Uh, Starting on pole today is Jack James, and he'll start alongside Dylan Young. Sky Commons and Jerry Shelley make up row number 2, with Time Pollard, RJ Reynolds row 3, PJ Williams, Enzo Nereza row 4, Charles Sanford, and Alex May make up row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid. And I hand it over to Steven.
So what I think it's gonna be. I expect a lot of wrecks through the tricky turn and the coming out of the tunnel. Jerry Show, I expect him to maybe not win, but maybe have. I'm gonna pick him to win actually to have a good day because Hunter and Jessica are starting in the back, and I expect some wrecks over there. So maybe they get caught up and get a little bit of damage, and Jerry can gain in the points. And I'm not, and I expect this to be just like Dover. If not, I'm wrong.
Final row is Ace Rogers and Johnny Gardner. The points coming into play here today. Hunter Braxton leads by 15 over Jessica Shelton. 107 back to Jerry Shelley in third. Time Pollard is 111 back in fourth. Sky Commons is fifth. He's 124 back and could still leave here as the points leader. William Brock is the lowest who could leave here as the points leader, 132 back in sixth. And here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Rest of the top 10, Kev Shear, Becky Lynch, Bafode Sacco, and Mary Shelley. The onboards that we will carry, should we need them today, we'll start with the points leader who is carrying... Well, okay, I was going to say that. We've got damage on pit lane because Alex May did not get going, and Ace Rogers has run into the back of the 77.
I was gonna say we can actually afford onboard cameras.
Problems for the 9 right off the get-go, as well as possibly for the 77 of Jonathan Zorline.
I didn't know we were in 2013.
Wow.
You know how Paulie Haraka ran the back of Alex.
Yeah. So Alex May with issues. As I was going to say, though, onboards that we'll carry, Hunter Braxton will be carrying the Dodge onboard. Jessica Shelton, the Chevy onboard. Jerry Shelley, the Old Spice onboard. Time Pollard, the AutoZone onboard. Sky Commons, the Ford onboard. Kev Shear, the 3M onboard camera. Becky Lynch, the Hefty onboard camera.
The 89 with the Jesus on board.
And Paul Swanson with the Toyota onboard. No onboard for the 89, sorry. As field comes through turn number 3, pace car will pull off and 41 cars will get set to go green. And the Super Bowl 52 250 is green for 20 laps at Pocono.
Look at everybody spread out in turn 1 to try to make the move. This is going to be the best time to gain time.
Bafode Sacco's going to go ahead and make it 3 wide into 1. And they're going to survive, it looks like, at least. Still just back down to 2 wide as they go down the long stretch here. Don't remember what it's called exactly.
Long punch. No, that's long punch fairways. This is where things get crazy.
Right through the tunnel turn. Dylan Young going for second on Jerry Shelley. They keep it in one piece right now. And into the final turn number 3 as the tricky triangle gets its name because of the 3 corners, basically. But hey. And we run a lap caution free.
I was wrong.
And Jack James leads lap number 1, Dylan Young second, Sky Commons in third, and Dylan Young quickly made a move, but unable to make it stick there going into turn 1.
With the draft, with all the cars fixed, inspection type racing. Cars not pulling away like we saw at the road courses.
Yeah, that would be really good. At least rookies should be able to actually contend today, as this is one of the super speedways on the schedule.
So tight on this corner. The car gets arrow loose. The 18's going to scrape the wall a little bit there.
Might have, yeah, but doesn't look to have done any damage necessarily. As Alex May still has yet to be serviced or anything like that. Charles Sanford, the Dover winner, starting to make some moves. As Sky Commons makes move inside of Jack James now for second.
Well, we talked about the 33 trying to gain points, but that's going out the window as I can see the big target Dodge moving through the field.
Yeah, he's actually closing in right on the 33 as well. Let's... Ace Rogers apparently made a pit stop on the opening lap, I guess. Because they now have no hood, so he had to have pit at some point. As also Sky Commons now officially going to complete the pass now on the 18, and Charles Sanford going to throw it in there deep into turn 3.
Sky's had a rough start in the Red Bull car in the Cup Series, trying to find some momentum in the Hooters Series. This is a good way to start running second right now.
Well, and he came into this race 5th in the points in that 25 car, so running really well so far. As Hunter Braxton has also passed Jerry Shelley in the 33.
The 63 is running pretty good after they skipped the Cleveland race with no funding.
Well, for funding issues, not necessarily no funding. Didn't have necessarily the money to be able to make the rest of the schedule work.
Yeah, the 05's taking a lot of that money, missing all the races.
These teams are unaffiliated from each other.
Not that we know of. Anyways, here comes Stanford into second.
Yep, and Preston Plore going to follow through to third as Dylan Young's loving what he sees in his rearview mirror. Time Pollard with a move way low on the track there through turn 3. And now Preston Plore is going to make the move for second, apparently, it looks like. Will he be able to hang it in there? Yes, he will, going into turn number 1.
And here comes Hunter Braxton, and he looks like he's starting to go in the top 5.
This would be a move for 6th, according to where they were last time by. The Target Fujifilm Dodge going into the tunnel turn will complete the pass on Jack James as the pole-sitting car starts to fall back.
Yeah, Hunter's had a struggling last. I don't think he finished in the top 10 the last 2 weeks, so this is kind of a good rebound seeing him up here after a poor qualifying effort.
Has 5 top 10s in 9 races so far, so I don't remember where the non-top 10s came. So I saw a car really low on the track. Yep, I did. Aldra Baranowskis to the pit lane.
Well, that's why they're last in points.
And it looks to be a tire issue for the 20, as I did see Alex May made it back out on track eventually. They are 5 laps down right now. The good news for Baranowskis is, with this track, I think he should be able to pit and get out here before losing a lap.
Well, are you sure they're not doing a driver change on pit road?
I think so, although then again, a very long stay there. Now he's leaving. Look in the rear view for the 38 of Dylan Young here. As actually we've had a lead change. Preston Plord to the race lead.
This could get interesting if they catch him because the merge. Oh God, not another Sonoma.
Actually, I think he's going to be fine. Actually, they've already lapped him. There's Baranowskis right there.
God, nice job. Whoa.
RJ Reynolds had to give his teammate a little bit of extra space there off turn 2, or off turn 1, I mean. It was bound to happen at some point where I did that. As Dylan Young has fallen to 4th now through whatever happened on that previous lap.
One big train going into the tunnel.
How many times do you expect to see that at Pocono? As Preston Plord continues to lead, looks like the best battle on track is going to be the 91 right there. Well, he falls back in line behind Time Pollard. Jessica Shelton starting to make some moves towards the front of the field as well. She's unfortunately all by herself, though, trying to make that inside line work going down the front straightaway. Trying to
So
make the move for 19th.
It's a 63 wins. Are they missing the next week too?
No. They're actually going to run the rest of the schedule. It's just that was the only race. As Sky Commons closes right in on the back bumper of the 63 car. Sky Commons looking for his first win of the season.
It looks like the 38, Dylan Young hit the brakes entering the corner, not to run over Commons, and held up the whole line behind him.
He might have, yeah. As there is a little bit of a gap there. And Chris Washer going to say, here's take 2 on this. He's making the move once again, or at least trying to make the move on the 21. But unfortunately, that draft on the front straightaway.
I didn't expect this. I thought it was going to wreck us, but I did not expect to see a single file train throughout the whole entire field. It's pretty cool.
Well, Washer still trying to make it work side by side all the way through turn 1 there with Time Pollard. As I think, yeah, I was going to say Bafode Sacco was trying to make a move on someone, I believe, but I didn't quite see who. As Oriole Pollard now makes a move on the 18, and looks like they're starting to catch the 9 car here of Ace Rogers.
That could lead to the problem.
Well, they were a little bit. It's probably still about a lap. They're half the front straightaway back of him. Sky Commons now makes the move on the 63, completes the pass for second. Dylan Young trying to follow through third, and Kyle Matthews maybe going to give him a little bit of a shove here into turn 1.
And it looks like the tires are falling off a little bit too. If you turn 1 a little high, you just lose all your momentum.
A little bit, yeah. It looks to speed's definitely not quite where they were earlier. At least what it looks like as Dylan Young now makes the move for second. Kyle Matthews goes for fourth, and Charles Sanford is going to get freight train basically. It looks like as Oriole Pollard with a dive bomb and a half.
I mean, he got milk under that end, so he's doing pretty good.
Someone's eating. That's what it sounded like, at least. Dylan Young completes the pass for second. Bafode Sacco trying to follow through to third if he can hang it in there. Sky Commons tried to shut the door, thinks better of it. Enzo Nareza up the track a little bit in the 66. 3 wide down the, what is usually called the back straightaway. Down into the tunnel turn. There's still 3 wide.
Yes, is going to somehow work.
And Zain Abdullah comes out the better end of that one.
I can't believe that word. This was the new repave. That would never work. Oh, God.
And 3 wide into turn 3. Chris Washer throws it in there.
Oh, the tires are really wearing as everybody's trying to battle.
And now I think Preston's starting to get the draft of the 9 as a couple of the unsponsored cars. The 63 now throws it back to the inside of this 91.
Man, what is this? The battle of the unsponsored race? They got to get the Super Bowl 52 logo on both their hoods.
You know, that would have been a cool touch if we could have done that. As Preston Plord will lap the 9 of Ace Rogers here on lap number 12. Dylan Young needing to throw it to the inside. He does.
Oh, if anybody's side by side, it's going to be death. Oh, God.
That should be the only lap car that they actually have to worry about.
Whoa.
As Oriole Pollard's going to get pinned in behind the 9 by the 91.
We are definitely not buying helmets anymore in the Pollard household.
Now Oriole Pollard finally gets by, and Sky Commons looking to make it 3 wide for second down the front straightaway into turn number 1.
Oh, nice job.
Thinks better of it. Gets out of it.
Yeah, nice job. That's the veteran experience by Sky Commons right there, because that would have been death.
Where is the 9 at?
The 9's ahead of us, Charles.
Oh, okay. I just missed where. I didn't see where he was. Oh, there he is. Okay, I was trying to figure out how far back had they passed up to.
Jerry Shelley nearly just I thought he was in a 3-man.
Well, he dive bombed the 18 there going into turn number 2. And looks like, at least for the most part, the leader's going to clear by easily as Bafode Sacco got the third out of all that. Or actually got the second. This is the battle for second right there. Dylan Young going to get back by him.
The real question is, what laps do they make their pit stops? Because pit strategy could be huge into this race.
Really could, especially depending on if you what strategy you use. Are we going to see two tires or not?
Well, the thing is, the 20 car is still in the lead pack. He's a little ways back, but he can if he can manage to get past these guys, he might win this race.
Oh yeah, there he is right there. That was actually a pass for position with Baranowskis right there, passing the 9. And dive bombs the 11.
Man, dive bomb central today. Oh, see, cars starting to get more close to the wall. Those the tires starting to wear. They're trying to slide it, but they can't do it.
I think we got some people pitting here on lap 14.
As we have the whole broadcast team battling Sanford and the two followers.
Plord, Dylan Young, Sacco will all pit. There was someone that stayed out. It was the 11 of Muhammad Zain Abdullah. He leads the lap. 5 bonus points to the 11.
Now, we're going to see if the 20 can be able to come around the track and pass him. I'm not sure, but we got to watch the merge, too, because the cars just enter into turn 1.
So the 11 stays out. So does the 17, the 59, the 10, and the 01. Everyone else pits. Already the 48 down and away. Be careful of pit lane here. We've seen trouble in past seasons where cars got hit on pit exit.
Man, and I think the 9 just gave up on the race because the 9 decided to pit.
Probably. Preston Plord is down and away. He's first off pit lane. Look at this coming off pit lane.
What a mess. Oh, God. This is the best.
And Oriole Pollard gets pinned in behind the 9 a little bit.
Now, where's the 20?
Well, he didn't pit.
No, I know.
Wait, where is he? Oh, there he is.
So he's starting to pass cars now, too.
He's going to get up to the 99, who was last scored in 30th, so I don't know what that means for where they're at. You see right sides here, basically. It looks like 2 tires for everyone on pit lane.
See where these guys merge out. They might be, I don't know.
Look in the rear view. Let's see. There's Preston coming off turn 3 right now.
Well, they're definitely going to be higher than they were. This might not end well. Oh, God, this might not end. Well, actually.
How about Zain Abdullah?
What a drop, man. That's a great pitch strategy. Damn. Oh, that's Sheila Shear. Last week's winner.
And it's going to come out about 3rd out of all this. Maybe 2nd, depending on what goes down on this back straightaway here.
Damn. Zula, who I believe he won a cup. Did he win a cup race this year?
He won a dual race.
Yeah, okay. It still counts for something.
It doesn't count on the career wins chart. As Chris Washer in the wall. Saw it just barely in the top of the screen. Chris Washer in the 91 got the turn 2 wall. And that's some pretty significant impact there to the 91.
Well, Chris needed some TV time.
That's not how you get it, though. That's not how you want to get it. So after pit stops, Muhammad Zain Abdullah is the race leader. Preston Plord 2nd. Bafode Sacco 3rd. Sheila Shears in 4th. Zachary Fitzwater is in 5th. How on earth did that happen? Where was he before pit stops? Sky Commons 6th. Flickinger is going to be in 7th now. Dylan Young is going to be 8th. Chris Washer in 9th. Max Anderson is in 10th. Kyle Matthews 11th. Chris Livier 12th. Charles Sanford, Oriole Pollard, Hunter Braxton, William Brock, Isaac Flickinger, Sam Young, Time Pollard, and Becky Lynch the top 20. Samet Ozkan, RJ Reynolds, Jessica Shelton, PJ Williams, Stephen Pollard III, Jerry Shelley, Zach Flickinger, Paul Swanson, Henry Williams, Jack James the top 30, Kev Shear, Tim Randolph, James Qualls, Enzo Nereza, Alger Baranowskis, Amanda Shelley, Alexander Rowe, Mary Shelley, Johnny Gardner, and then Jonathan Zorland, the lead lap cars, as Alex May now makes his pit stop.
They're catching him, but can he just block enough for 2 laps and see if he can win?
Well, we'll have to see, as looks like Looks like Plord's got the better corner entry at least.
And car.
Well, he had him on corner entry there through turn 2 is what I was meaning.
Well, the 11 is for the CJM team. If this was the DEI car, I'd give it more of a chance.
Eh.
As Sheila Shear is actually on the 2 tires, actually on the back, is they're going to blow
Well,
by
everyone
here,
took only 2 tires. No one took 4. No one took no tires. So.
Oh, God. As Alex May decides to enter the picture.
Well, he didn't interfere at all. So.
Oh, man, it is going to be so interesting. I think the 48 is going to win this race. We've had a couple last lap passes the last few weeks.
Well, the interesting thing I'll note, no one up here has won a race this season, so it looks like the streak will continue, and we will have 10 different winners to start the year.
I'm just more amazed with this been clean. We might actually have a clean race at Coca-Cola then.
Well, no, that ain't happening. That ain't happening.
Thanks for the optimism, Charles. Oh, the 48. This is going to be interesting. He's got to force him up the hill here.
So the white flag is out for Muhammad Zain Abdullah, trying to get his first win of the season, and it would be his first top 5 of the year for this 11 team.
Now, if they can't be here, the next corner will be after the straight. He's got to turn left to make the pass.
Is Preston going to throw it in there?
He has to.
He's going to! Into the tunnel turn!
That's the only move. He's going to get it.
Now it's going to be who's got more bravery going into 3.
The 48's got the 11 could get on the corner. Nope.
Oh, it looks like Preston. Well, he's hanging in there.
Oh, here he comes.
He's hanging in there. Sacco, where does he go? Drag race to the line, and I didn't. That was Preston. I should have gone to TV2.
Yeah, Preston got it. Well, I figured Sasako would go with the 11 since they're pretty much teammates every other week.
So, Preston Plord comes out on top with a last lap pass.
We're going to have to see that finish for that 3-unit finish. Damn.
Well, this one not as close. This was 600ths. But...
Oh, yeah. It looked closer on that angle.
It looked a lot closer on the TV1 camera by a full car length there.
Well, we knew the 48 had a better car, and he had that tunnel because that was the only way. And I think Hunter Braxton made a pass he had to see.
It was close. He was battling with Louvier.
I think he passed Louvier. I can tell.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, he passed Louvier. She just didn't finish too well. She finished.
Well, so the finishing order today, Preston Plord, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, Bafode Sacco, Sheila Shear, Zachary Fitzwater, Dylan Young, Sky Commons, William Flickinger, Chris Washer, and Max Anderson, the top 10. So the 10 finishes in 10th. And Hunter Braxton will extend the points lead a little bit farther, but obviously right now points lead isn't exactly what matters, just matters on getting yourself into the top 10. Because we've seen in the past, anything can happen when you get into the playoffs.
Yes.
Showcase the bottom of the grid here. Ace Rogers finishing a lap down. Alex May 5 laps down due to his issue. And Preston Plord makes it 10 in a row. Your final thoughts, though, on today's race?
I'm more amazed it was a clean race because usually this track is usually a wreck. But good pitch strategy by Azula, but the car was just too strong. The cup race and the truck race this week probably will not be this clean, and everybody will be able to load their cars except the 9 car because you're gonna have to replace the hood. Not gonna haulers with clean cars, and I've raced it, but the series is doing good. 10 different winners and 10 different races. One of them will make it 11 next week.
Well, we'll have to see if there's no guarantee that truck and cup was actually on the same week. This is being recorded before truck race. I will spoil that part.
Oh, well, as you can tell, I'm very ahead of the schedule. And you know what? By the time this video comes up, this will not happen. But Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah. So this is actually being recorded just before Christmas. So obviously, hopefully you guys had a good holidays, good New Year as well, because this will definitely have been uploaded after the New Year. I can guarantee
Wow,
that.
you got to think about this. Videos can record in 2018, and you'll see it in 2019 in the
Yeah,
future.
exactly. We're recording this in the last year, so yeah.
Yeah.
This actually probably will be. Well, I can't say this is going to be one of the last. Either way, we're rambling at this point. Your final thought. So you gave your final thoughts. Congrats to Preston. Like, thanks, Stephen, for joining me today. Um, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't today for more insanity just with me in general, because I'm just absolutely insane usually. Doesn't matter. Like I said, Gorn Fan 291, and I'll see you next time.